We're aware of thoughts, we're aware of emotions, physical sensations through the body, we're aware of objects changing, moving. Now, to be aware of those changing appearances, the physical body, my hair, no hair, a little bit of hair, to be aware of them would have to mean, right, that we are there before the object and after the object. It would have to mean, if I am aware of thoughts, I can see that they change from one thought into another. It would therefore mean that I would have to be there before the thought and after the thought. I have to be there before the perception of that and after the perception of that. I would have to be there before the emotion and after the emotion.
Wow. So that puts you everywhere.
Exactly.
Right about that.
Okay.
Funny, eh? No, when you really start to, actually, that's so simple and so true. Obviously means that I'm not the thought. Obviously means that I can't in fact be any object which I am aware of. Or let's say I can't be limited to that, to any object which I am aware of. But it obviously means that, number one, I am not an object because I'm aware of objects. Also, number two, all of these things are changing. And I'm aware of them changing. I'm aware of the changing thoughts, changing emotions, changing feelings, changing sensations, changing wind, cars, everything changing. So then in order to be aware of change, I have to be changeless. Right? Does it make any sense? I can't change and be aware of change at the same time. It's impossible. There has to be something which is constant. There has to be a constant something. Well, it's not really a thing, as we've already established. But there is a changelessness in which the change of appearances appear within. So simple, right? Like, hey, wait a minute. Why wasn't I taught this at school? It's so simple. If you're aware of thoughts, then you have to be there before the thought and after the thought. Then you can't be the thought. What a practical joke. If you're aware of objects and you can't be aware of yourself, then obviously not an object. What am I? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Obviously the forms cannot explain. Another thought or another word, another expression within form obviously cannot define me. As we've already established, because the forms and the appearances, I'm aware of them all.